news from Dallas now, and this is brand new as of 11:33 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The person of interest whose picture has been shown has turned himself in, and here's new information. Another alleged suspect was in a shootout with Dallas police SWAT officers. That suspect is also in custody. A suspicious package has been discovered near the suspect's location. The package is being secured by Dallas Police Department bomb squad. So here's where we are. The person of interest in camouflage has turned himself in. Was he a shooter? We do not know. Police say he was a person of interest. He is now being questioned. A second suspect is now reported by Dallas police to have been in a shootout with DPD, Dallas Police Department SWAT members. That person is now in custody. And remember, there were reports that there might have been a bomb in Dallas. We believe those reports had come from the suspect. Now that was to hear it from the police, which made no sense to us, except that they were in some sort of communication with police. We were led to believe early. So what we believe has happened is the man was communicating with police, suggested there might have been a bomb. There was a shootout, that person taken into custody. Now we know there is a suspicious device near where they found the second suspect, where the shootout happened, that device, the package, is now being, quote, secured by the DPD, the Dallas Police Department bomb squad. So we know that one suspect who was in a shootout with police is in custody, and we know that a person of interest is being spoken with, but we do not know whether the second sniper is the same person, and we do not know yet whether this situation has ended. I can tell you that KDFW Fox 4 in Dallas at now 25 minutes until midnight, or I should say until, midnight, is covering this live, so we should listen in.
I just want to nail this down. We have the person of interest, but there's a lot of talk about this guy being on the ground walking with protesters when some of the shots started being fired. We have a guy who police are telling us was in a shootout with police. So,
and as they speak, let's go to Casey Stiegel, where apparently there is movement. Casey?
Yeah, Shepard, U.S. Marshals just marched in. We thought that it might be military because they're not wearing the traditional black Kevlar police vest that we saw. And then once we ran around here, we saw police on the back. But here they are right here, and they're assembling just in front of One Main right here in downtown Dallas. Again, just only 2-3 blocks, I'm told, from the shooting incident.
Did you just not hear what he just said? He said he didn't know if it was not the fucking military until he seen the fucking shit on their back. You know that's fucking serious shit, bro.
Received some word earlier that the National Guard had been alerted, so U.S. Marshals just arrived on the scene here, Shepard. And when we're talking about the suspicious package, the suspicious device that we're dealing with, we're working on trying to nail down where that is specifically and where it is in relation to where that suspect was taken into custody. But again, this is all really in a pretty tight perimeter now, even though they've got all of downtown Dallas sealed off. It seems all pretty contained is where the shooting happened. The protesters were physically marching on this road here, coming up in this direction toward our camera, marching in this direction, and they were about to end here when those shots rang out. So the manhunt that we've been talking about has all been within this 4 or 5 block radius, Shepard.
So it's all in this little Casey, one spot. Because we now have word officially from Dallas police that at least one of the snipers was in a shootout with police and is in custody. I guess that could have been the shooting that we heard earlier.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. Boy, has the information just been ever changing as it does typically in these scenarios. But we assume that shootout happened within this little perimeter. Though I can tell you, since I've been standing out here, we certainly have not, thankfully, heard any more gunshots. So we don't know when exactly that interaction between Dallas police and this suspect actually took place. It could have happened 45 minutes ago.
here at the park, but you're saying that from your balcony that you did see several people saying "F the police" and then kind of taunting some of the officers who were kind of blocking the road so that people could safely march through the streets.
That's correct. I mean, I'm not gonna say it wasn't peaceful, because the majority of the people were just minding their own business and just walking through. But I think people are kind of forgetting that, you know, there are a percentage of them that are taunting the officers and are trying to, you know, cause a disturbance whenever they're just trying to mind their own business. So
you were here with me when there was a...
That was me. The guy's wearing a bulletproof vest and a gas mask. There's 4 officers killed. I'm gonna take precaution, and yeah, the guy looks suspicious. So they're just bringing him in. They're trying to make sure that, you know, they're not gonna get shot. So.
Liza Vasquez, thank you so much for your perspective tonight. I think we're gonna send it back to you guys.
We are hoping at this moment that what they have is both suspects, but we don't have that from Dallas police. From Dallas police are confirming the following. One of the 2 snipers, believed to be one of the 2 snipers, in a shootout with police, taken into custody, survived that, taken into custody, and a separate person of interest is being interviewed. If that person of interest is found to be the second sniper, then the stand-down order will be on, the investigation will continue, and the medics will do their work. But that is not yet confirmed. What is confirmed is that one of the snipers is in custody, or believed to be suspects in this sniper incident is in custody, and that a person of interest...
Certainly what the police chief had said here tonight, Chief David Brown.
They're for to take the fucking guns away. Get ready. They're fixing to take the guns away. They're fixing to take the rifles away. They're fixing to take the rifles away. And bringing the MRAPs in the Bearcats to your front door. Get ready. It's almost that time, yeah, to take your Second Amendment, baby, and mine. It's a sad day, cause they finna take the guns away. Guarantee it.
Communication lasted, but we do know, I mean, this has been more than 2 hours now where this has been an active scene here.
And for our...
And subscribe to the channel before anything else crazy happens, so you always get a little update, because I do gotta go to work in the morning. Alright.
With downtown Dallas, if I am correct, this is blocks from Dealey Plaza, blocks from the Book Depository. There are restaurants down there. Bank of America's not far from there. Is there an Omni Hotel that is close by? But
It can't be.
Okay, so Anthony Mayo, talk to me about the firepower, and then the suspicious package discovered near the suspect there was a shootout with police. There's a suspicious package discovered near this suspect's location, and it's being secured by the Dallas PD bomb squad. So you got the SWAT team with one person, you got lots of firepower there, and then you have the bomb squad. Walk us through this.
Well, the initial shots that you were hearing in that video, the very first 1 or 2 shots, sounded like obviously a long gun, somebody taking a precision shot. The only problem we've got with analyzing that in this downtown setting, Wells Building, you've got echoes, you've got noise distortion, so it's definitely a long gun. But then as the video progresses, you have the rapid fire, probably a semi-automatic rifle of some type, assault weapon if you want to go that route. As far as suspicious package, when officers are taking fire like this, anything...
Did you hear him? Did you hear him? You can say assault rifle if you want to go that route. I'm telling you, wait till they build their narrative. You think I'm fucking crazy. Alright.
SWAT teams are going to provide cover, and they will be exploiting that package, probably not in their normal routine manner. I would suspect that they're going to violently rip the package open with some of their disrupting tools, explosive disrupting tools, in order to not be on target and be out in the open for any other sniper type fire.
I want to update our viewers right now. Anthony, don't go anywhere, because again, we have 11 officers shot. We have 4 officers dead here. We also have information from the Dallas Police Department. The Dallas Police Department tweeted in a statement, and this is from them, the person of interest whose picture...
Let me start with the protest. Folks are presumably tuning into this as they learn of this every minute, so some repetition is probably a good thing. As was the case in major cities across the country tonight, as was the case here in New York, because of these dual police shootings in the news over 24 hours in Baton Rouge and in Minnesota, there were protests in major cities. The one in Dallas tonight was no different. They were largely peaceful protests. It was happening not at all far from Dealey Plaza, well-known landmark location to most Americans alive today. And Stephen, the amateur video we're seeing is just folks who were taking video of the protest when these shots rang out from a high angle, correct?
Yes, I mean that's. I've seen a couple videos so far, and that's what I've seen. It was kind of the protest was actually near where the shooting occurred, and then people marched from the protest in a large loop, first east and then back west.
Dallas police have said they're interviewing this man, but they haven't said whether he was the sniper, and that doesn't make much sense because this man was in the crowd. We have video of this man in the crowd, this man who turned himself in after Dallas police said, we want to speak to this person. So it's hard to imagine how that person could have been both the sniper and in the crowd, because they said the snipers were in an elevated position. So is there a sniper still out there? That's entirely possible. Police are very busy, as you might imagine, and they're not taking time out at the moment to hear from us or to speak to us. But here's what we've learned along the way, that when there's a danger to the public, they've been very forthcoming with their information. It doesn't appear that this is a heightened, there's certainly heightened tensions after all that's happened, but is there current danger? We don't get that feeling from our reporters on the ground. KDFW is reporting the same. Let's listen as we watch live on KDFW, Fox 4 for Dallas and the Metroplex.
We also have seen a couple of Dallas police armored units go in a little over an hour ago, and then just within the hour, just recently here, we have seen some federal look like federal agents moving in as well in their tactical units. We heard Chief Brown say that they have asked for help from the feds because they were concerned that there might be a bomb planted in this area, again, that we're pointing towards right now. So we are seeing police gathered around. We're not going to zoom in too tightly where anyone would be able to give away their positions, but we're just going to give you the big picture and let you know what's happening right now. So still a lot of police activity downtown. We heard Dallas police say that they have not yet caught the suspects. They're possibly talking to a person of interest, a man in a photo who came forward, a photo that they released earlier, who came forward to talk to police. And then police have told us again that they have one person that they believe is cornered at El Centro. We are just a couple blocks away watching this unfold. Of course, we'll continue to bring you any updates as we get them. Back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, Deanna, let's rejoin Sean and Chief Miller with a video timeline of the tragedy that happened tonight in downtown Dallas.
Okay, Chief Craig Miller is going to come in now. We're going to go back to just a little bit before 9 o'clock, between 8:45 and 9 o'clock this evening. The crowd had grown to several hundred, maybe 1,000, perhaps a little more. And then this all started. The shooting started just before 9 o'clock. Chief, let's look at this video. We see this video. This is, I believe, the El Centro building?
Yes, sir. We believe so, yes.
Okay. So we see someone by the pillar on the right side of your screen. You see that image of that person there?
We do, and see another person behind them as well.
Yes. Coming up behind them, it appears.
Yes.
Tell us what you believe to be happening here.
Well, it's not unusual in large major incidents for major police departments to put officers, whether they're undercover officers from the Vice Division Narcotics.
This can be graphic video. I need to tell you, this could be something graphic on air that we're going to see here. You see officers going inside the building right here.
Yes.
That's what we've been watching. That's not the beginning.
That's not the beginning. That's what we've been watching here.
Okay, so what we're looking at now on television is what?
We have not seen that.
Okay, here, Chief.
Okay.
We see a man with a gun behind this pillar. He steps out away from it. No, this is going to be graphic video. He is clearly shooting and putting the gun down.
Holy
It is a
shit.
long arm rifle. He runs to the opposite side.
Look at this.
He has on a jacket, has on some light slacks, it appears. There's a trash can there in that pillar. Now he's kind of crouching down behind that. You see the SUV with flashers on.
Yes, I see that. And
Seems to be shooting from a different angle.
yes, he's shooting. You can tell.
And the person shooting the video is up on a rooftop.
Obviously, they got shots that could be coming in their direction as well.
Yes. This is unedited, as you can tell. Okay, now, I believe we have him back in focus. He's standing there. There you see, this could be, here comes someone running up, shots are fired, he comes around the pillar.
Yes, it's obvious that the person who was shot in this instance, there's still shots going on, was unaware that the other person was there at that time. We don't know if one of these people is going to be a police officer. It's not unusual in a situation like this for a major event, for a large police department to have